Question number 6, Dr. Parmjeet Parmar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Social Development. What recent reports has she received regarding the state of child, youth and family?
Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Anne Tolley.
Mr. Speaker, today I released the Expert Advisory Panel's report into child, youth and family. The report builds on the recent Children's Commissioner's State of Care report and shows that New Zealand's child protection system is not delivering effectively for vulnerable children and young people, and that transformational change is required. The key findings from the report are that there's been a high and growing proportion of repeat notifications and concerning levels of re-victimisation amongst children in care. The panel also found high levels of complex needs among many of the families of children coming to the attention of SIF, an overrepresentation of Māori children in the system, and poor long-term outcomes for children in state care despite significant fiscal expenditure. The panel has now started work on a detailed business case and future operating model, which they will provide to the government by the end of the year.
Supplementary question, Mr. Speaker.
Supplementary question, Dr. Parmjeet Parmar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. What steps is the panel taking to develop a detailed business case?
The Honourable Anne Tolley.
In its interim report, the expert panel has set out 4 key areas which will underpin the new operating model. Firstly, the system must be child-centred. Secondly, an investment approach must be taken where data and evidence on what works is used to target earlier intervention. Thirdly, an effective professional framework must be established to allow staff to use their professional judgment rather than focus on rules, compliance and time-driven practice. Finally, the model needs to engage all New Zealanders and communities to provide loving, stable homes for vulnerable children and support them in their communities. A feasibility study on the use of an actuarial valuation to support that investment approach is already underway, and the panel is engaging with the philanthropic sector to develop a new child advocacy service and a plan to better engage all New Zealanders to build an understanding of what role they can play.
Question number 7, Phil Twyford.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is for the Minister of Local Government. How much has been spent on the rules reduction